Listen closely, the 9-9 portal opens today, marking one of the most powerful cosmic alignments of the year. This is not mere superstition, but pure vibrational mathematics. The universe operates on frequency, and today that frequency reaches a crescendo of completion and transcendence that will touch every zodiac sign in profound ways. The 9th day of the 9th month creates a harmonic resonance unlike any other celestial event. While astrology maps the influence of planetary bodies upon our earthly experience, numerology reveals the deeper physics of existence itself. Today, these two ancient sciences converge in a symphony of cosmic energy that opens doorways to spiritual awakening across all 12 signs of the zodiac. The number 9 carries the vibration of the Omega, the final note in the cosmic scale from 1 to 8. It holds within its frequency all the wisdom accumulated through every stage of the soul's journey. When the universe aligns the 9th day with the 9th month, it amplifies this completion energy exponentially, creating what mystics call a portal, a window in time where transformation becomes effortless. For Aries, this portal brings the completion of a leadership cycle that began months ago. Your pioneering spirit has been tested, refined, and now reaches its mature expression. The warrior energy that defines your sign transforms today from conquest to wisdom. You may find yourself naturally stepping back from battles that no longer serve your highest evolution, not from defeat, but from the understanding that some victories are won through transcendence rather than force. Taurus, your relationship with security and material stability undergoes a profound shift during this portal. The stubborn grip you've maintained on certain possessions, relationships, or ways of being loosens naturally today. This is not loss, but liberation. Your earth sign wisdom recognizes that true security comes not from holding tight, but from trusting the natural cycles of abundance. What you release today returns to you in a more aligned form. Gemini, the mental chatter that often characterizes your sign, falls into sacred silence during this 9-9 opening. Your dual nature finds integration as opposing thoughts, ideas, and perspectives merge into unified understanding. Communications that have been fragmented or misunderstood reach resolution. Your quick wit and intellectual agility now serve a higher purpose, becoming tools for sharing wisdom rather than merely processing information. Cancer, your emotional depths are illuminated by the gentle light of this portal. The protective shell you've built around past hurts begins to dissolve, not through force, but through the natural healing that comes with completion. Your nurturing energy, which has perhaps been directed toward situations or people who could not receive it, now flows toward more receptive ground. The mother archetype within you evolves from caretaker to wise woman. Leo, your creative fire transforms from performance to authentic expression during this cosmic opening. The need for external validation that sometimes drives your sign gives way to inner knowing of your true worth. Your natural magnetism becomes a tool for uplifting others rather than seeking attention. The spotlight you've craved now shines from within, making you a beacon for those seeking their own creative awakening. Virgo, your perfectionist tendencies find peace in the understanding that completion does not require flawlessness. The critical voice that has driven your improvements and refinements softens into gentle guidance. Your analytical gifts now serve integration rather than separation, helping you see the perfect wholeness within apparent imperfection. Service to others flows from self-acceptance rather than self-sacrifice. Libra, your eternal quest for balance reaches a point of graceful resolution. The relationships you've worked so hard to maintain find their natural equilibrium, some deepening and others releasing with mutual respect. Your diplomatic nature evolves from people-pleasing to authentic harmony. The scales of justice you carry now weigh not just fairness but wisdom, not just peace but truth. Scorpio, your transformative power reaches its most refined expression through this portal. The destructive and regenerative cycles you know so well now serve conscious evolution rather than unconscious patterns. Your ability to see beneath surfaces becomes a gift of insight rather than a weapon of exposure. The phoenix within you rises not from ashes of destruction, but from the fertile ground of integrated experience. Sagittarius, your philosophical nature finds concrete expression as abstract truths become lived wisdom. The restless seeking that characterizes your sign settles into knowing. Your arrow, which has been aimed at distant targets, now finds its mark in present moment awareness. The teacher within you emerges naturally as your adventures in consciousness bear fruit that can nourish others. Capricorn, your ambitious climb up the mountain of achievement reaches a plateau of perspective. The goals that have driven your disciplined efforts are either achieved or released as no longer relevant to your evolution. Your natural authority now serves wisdom rather than mere success. The structures you've built become foundations for others rather than monuments to personal achievement. Aquarius, your revolutionary spirit finds expression through internal transformation rather than external rebellion. The future you've been trying to create reveals itself as an inner state of consciousness rather than an outer condition. Your humanitarian ideals become practical reality through your own awakening. The collective consciousness you seek to elevate shifts through your personal elevation. Pisces, your mystical nature finds grounding through this portal as spiritual insights integrate into daily life. The boundaries between self and universe, which often dissolve in overwhelming ways for your sign, now create gentle waves of connection rather than floods of confusion. Your intuitive gifts become tools of service as you learn to navigate both earthly and cosmic realms with equal grace. Take a moment now to reflect on how this cosmic energy is manifesting in your own life. In the comments below, share your zodiac sign and tell us about a recent moment when you felt a deep cosmic shift or spiritual awakening. What planetary energy or astrological event has been most powerful for you lately? Your experience helps create a community of cosmic awareness that amplifies this portal. Energy for everyone. The eclipse corridor that preceded this 9-9 portal created the necessary clearing for today's transcendent energy to take hold. Where eclipses cut away with surgical precision, the 9 vibration dissolves with gentle grace. Where Uranus shocks us into new awareness, the completion energy of 9 integrates that awareness into wisdom. This is not the dramatic upheaval of other cosmic events, but the peaceful settling that comes after the storm. Each zodiac sign experiences this settling differently, but all share the common thread of release and integration. The cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn, feel this as the completion of initiatives begun in the spring. Projects, relationships, and personal development goals reach their natural conclusion, not through force, but through organic timing. The energy invested in these endeavors transforms into wisdom that will inform future beginnings. The fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius, experience this portal as the release of stubborn patterns that have outlived their usefulness. The very qualities that give these signs their strength, determination, loyalty, and consistency now serve evolution rather than stagnation. What seemed permanent reveals itself as transitional, and the change comes with surprising ease. The mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces, find their natural adaptability serves a higher purpose as they help others navigate this transition. Their flexibility becomes a gift to the collective as they demonstrate how to flow with cosmic currents rather than resist them. Their ability to see multiple perspectives helps everyone understand that endings and beginnings are part of the same cycle. The fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, Feel their passionate energy refining from raw power to conscious direction. The spark that ignites their enthusiasm now lights the way for spiritual awakening rather than merely personal achievement. Their natural leadership evolves from commanding others to inspiring by example. The earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, discover that their practical nature serves mystical purposes as they ground cosmic energy into tangible reality. Their connection to the physical world becomes a bridge between heaven and earth, allowing spiritual insights to manifest in everyday life. The air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, find their mental agility serves synthesis rather than analysis. Their ability to communicate and connect helps weave individual awakenings into collective consciousness. Their ideas become vehicles for transmitting the wisdom frequency of this portal. The water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, feel their emotional depths become sources of healing rather than overwhelm. Their intuitive nature serves as a compass for navigating the subtle energies of transformation. Their capacity for feeling becomes a gift that helps others access their own emotional intelligence. This 9-9 portal operates through what ancient mystics called harmonic resonance. When the vibration of the day matches the vibration of the month, they create a standing wave of energy that bathes the entire planet in completion frequency. This is not an external force acting upon us, but an amplification of the wisdom that already exists within every soul. The signs of this portal activation are subtle but unmistakable. You may experience a sudden and inexplicable peace, especially in contrast to recent intensity. This is not the peace of exhaustion, but the peace of resolution, like the silence that follows the final note of a beautiful symphony. Your nervous system recognizes that a cycle of struggle has ended and allows itself to settle into a new baseline of calm. You might find yourself receiving crystal clear guidance about decisions that have been troubling you. The mental back and forth that characterizes difficult choices suddenly resolves into knowing. This clarity comes not from analysis, but from synthesis, as all the information you've been processing, both conscious and unconscious, integrates into wisdom. The answer arrives complete and unshakable, carrying the authority of your own highest knowing. The universe may confirm your alignment with this portal energy through synchronicities involving the number 9. You might glance at the clock at 9:09 or 9:99, receive important communications at 9 minutes past the hour, or notice the number appearing in addresses, prices, or other unexpected places. These are not coincidences, but confirmations that you are resonating with the cosmic frequency of completion. The spiritual awakening that this portal facilitates is not the dramatic lightning bolt of sudden enlightenment, but the gentle dawn of integrated understanding. It is the awakening that comes not from acquiring new knowledge, but from recognizing the wisdom you have always carried. This portal helps you remember rather than learn, integrate rather than accumulate. For those conscious enough to work with this energy deliberately, the 9-9 portal offers an opportunity for what can only be described as graceful conclusion. This is the art of ending chapters of your life, not with the pain of amputation, but with the honor of graduation. It requires looking at what is completing in your life, whether relationships, careers, living situations, or aspects of identity, and recognizing the gifts these experiences have brought you. The practice of honorable release begins with gratitude. Before letting go of anything, pause to acknowledge its value in your journey. Thank the relationship that taught you about love, even if it ended in heartbreak. Thank the job that provided security, even if it limited your growth. Thank the version of yourself that got you this far, even if you are ready to evolve beyond it. This gratitude transforms the energy of ending from loss to completion. Instead of feeling diminished by what you are releasing, you feel enriched by what you are integrating. The wisdom gained from each experience becomes the foundation upon which your next cycle builds. Nothing is truly lost. Everything is transformed. The old soul consciousness that this portal awakens in every sign recognizes that life operates in chapters, each with its own purpose and natural conclusion. The young soul clings to what is familiar, fearing that letting go means losing something precious. The old soul understands that holding on beyond the natural timing prevents both the completion of one cycle and the beginning of the next. This wisdom allows for what mystics call conscious detachment, the ability to love fully while holding lightly. It is the recognition that everything in form is temporary, but everything in essence is eternal. The people, places, and experiences that have shaped you become part of your permanent wisdom, even as their external forms change or disappear from your life. The 9-9 portal energy supports this level of consciousness in every zodiac sign, each according to its unique elemental nature and spiritual blueprint. This cosmic gateway doesn't impose a one-size-fits-all transformation, but rather works with the inherent wisdom of each sign's energetic signature, honoring the diverse pathways through which consciousness can evolve and expand. The fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, are being called to learn to let their passion burn clean, consuming what no longer serves and leaving only pure motivation. For these dynamic souls, the 9-9 portal offers a sacred flame that burns away the ego-driven desires, the reactive impulses, and the scattered energy that has been diluting their true power. Aries learns to channel their pioneering spirit towards soul-aligned goals rather than chasing every fleeting impulse. Leo discovers how to shine their light in service of authentic self-expression rather than external validation. Sagittarius finds their arrows of intention hitting targets that truly matter to their spiritual evolution, rather than shooting wildly at every philosophical curiosity. This purification process isn't about diminishing their fire, but about refining it into a laser-focused beam of conscious creation. The earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, are learning to trust the seasons of their lives, allowing natural cycles of growth and rest to guide their journey. For these grounded souls, the portal energy brings a deep remembering of divine timing and the wisdom inherent in natural rhythms. Taurus releases the need to force outcomes and instead cultivates patience with the organic unfolding of their desires. Virgo learns to see perfection in the process rather than demanding flawless results at every step. Capricorn discovers that true mastery comes not from relentless climbing, but from honoring both the ascent and the plateau, the achievement and the integration. This earth energy teaches them that spiritual growth, like nature itself, has seasons of visible expansion and necessary dormancy, both equally sacred in the greater cycle of becoming. The air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, are learning to let their thoughts settle into understanding rather than remaining in perpetual motion. For these mental beings, the 9-9 portal offers a gift of crystalline clarity, transforming their brilliant minds from scattered processors into focused instruments of wisdom. Gemini learns to distill their vast curiosity into deep knowing, choosing quality of understanding over quantity of information. Libra discovers that true balance comes not from endless weighing of options, but from finding the still point of inner knowing where decisions arise naturally. Aquarius learns to ground their visionary insights into practical wisdom that can actually serve humanity rather than remaining in the realm of abstract idealism. This settling isn't about limiting their mental agility, but about channeling it into streams of consciousness that flow toward meaningful destinations. The water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, are learning to let their emotions flow toward resolution rather than circling in familiar patterns. For these intuitive souls, the portal energy offers a cleansing tide that carries away emotional debris while preserving the pearls of wisdom found in every feeling. Cancer learns to nurture without depleting themselves, creating emotional boundaries that protect their sensitive hearts while keeping them open to love. Scorpio discovers how to transform their intensity into healing power, using their ability to dive deep not just to explore darkness, but to bring light back to the surface. Pisces learns to swim in the ocean of universal love without losing themselves in its vastness, maintaining their compassionate nature while developing the spiritual discernment that keeps them centered in their own truth. As this portal day unfolds, pay attention to the quality of your inner experience with the awareness that you are witnessing a profound recalibration of your consciousness. Notice if there is a settling, a sense of pieces falling into place, or a clarity about what needs to happen next. These shifts may be subtle at first, like the gentle adjustment of a lens that suddenly brings a blurry image into sharp focus. You might find that situations you've been overthinking suddenly seem obvious in their resolution, or that relationships you've been struggling to understand reveal their true nature and purpose in your life. These are not thoughts you need to think, but recognitions that arise naturally when you are in harmony with the cosmic frequency of completion, like flowers blooming when they sense the perfect conditions for their opening. The awakening that begins today is not a destination, but a new baseline of consciousness from which all future growth will emerge. Think of it as upgrading the operating system of your soul, where everything that follows will run more smoothly, more efficiently, and with greater alignment to your true purpose. The wisdom you integrate through this portal becomes the lens through which you perceive future experiences, coloring every interaction with the depth of understanding you've gained through conscious completion. This new baseline doesn't mean you'll never face challenges again, but rather that you'll meet them from a place of greater centeredness, with access to the accumulated wisdom of every experience you've fully integrated. The peace you find in completion becomes the foundation for new beginnings that are aligned with your highest evolution, creating a stable platform from which to launch into the next phase of your spiritual journey. This peace isn't the absence of movement, but the presence of deep knowing, the quiet confidence that comes from having walked through the fire of transformation and emerged with your essential self intact and even more radiant than before. The energy released through conscious completion does not disappear, but transforms into what can only be called your spiritual legacy, a living testament to the power of awareness to transmute every experience into wisdom. Every experience you integrate with wisdom becomes part of the light you carry into the world, adding to the collective illumination that helps others find their way through their own darkness. This light isn't something you have to try to shine. It emanates naturally from the clarity of your being, touching everyone you encounter in ways both seen and unseen. Every pattern you release with grace creates space for more authentic expression, like clearing weeds from a garden to allow the flowers that were always meant to bloom there to finally receive the light and nourishment they need. Every relationship you honor in its ending becomes a blessing that enriches your capacity for future connection, teaching you the delicate art of loving without clinging, of honoring what was while remaining open to what might be. This doesn't mean you become detached or cold, but rather that you love with the wisdom of impermanence, appreciating the gift of each connection while holding it lightly enough that it can transform as it needs to. This is the true gift of the 9-9 portal for every zodiac sign, the recognition that you are not diminished by change, but refined by it, like gold that becomes purer with each pass through the flame. The cosmic energy shifts happening today are not happening to you but through you, as you become a conscious participant in your own evolution rather than a passive recipient of cosmic forces. You are not being acted upon, but are actively co-creating with the universe, your consciousness serving as both the canvas and the brush in the masterpiece of your becoming. Your spiritual awakening is not a sudden event, but a gradual recognition of the wisdom you have been accumulating through every experience of your life, every joy and sorrow, every triumph and setback contributing to the magnificent tapestry of your understanding. This awakening is like watching the sun rise slowly over a landscape you thought you knew, revealing details and beauty that were always there, but hidden in the darkness of unconsciousness. As this portal energy integrates over the coming days and weeks, you may find that decisions become easier, relationships become clearer, and your life path reveals itself with less effort and more flow. The mental wrestling matches that used to exhaust you may give way to a quiet knowing that guides you naturally toward what serves your highest good. Relationships that have been sources of confusion may suddenly reveal their true purpose or naturally complete their cycle in your life. Your career path, your living situation, your daily choices may all begin to align with an internal compass that points steadily toward your authentic self. This is the lasting effect of conscious completion. It clears the energetic field for authentic creation, removing the static interference that has been blocking the clear reception of your soul's guidance, like tuning into a radio station that was always broadcasting but couldn't be heard clearly through all the noise. You begin to receive the signals from your higher self with unprecedented clarity. The 9-9 portal opens today for every sign, but it is up to each individual soul to walk through it consciously, with awareness and intention rather than unconscious drift. The cosmic energy is available to all, like sunlight that shines equally on every garden, but only those who recognize and honor it will experience its full transformative power. Only those who tend their inner garden with conscious attention will see the seeds of possibility that this energy plants begin to sprout and flourish. Your spiritual awakening begins not when the universe forces change upon you, but when you align yourself consciously with the changes the universe is already supporting. When you stop resisting the current and begin swimming in harmony with the cosmic tide that is always flowing toward greater love, wisdom, and authentic expression. Today marks not an ending but a graduation, not a loss but a harvest, not a closing but an opening to the next octave of your soul's evolution. The portal opens, the energy shifts, and your awakening begins now.